So if you saw my last video, you will notice that I lose my chain like a billion times. One reason is that I didn't have my chain guide on. So yeah, thank you Absolute Black for accepting my money so I can buy this. This is an upgrade. I think it's a good thing. You need some pliers, a pen, you need a way to break your chain. Maybe you have a master link or something. You need a knife, sharp one. You also need a few zip ties, 20 centimeter length. Get the wider ones, not the super thin ones. You need a way to measure. And also I would suggest getting a hammer, just in case you get angry. And maybe some tape to fix whatever you broke. So the guides go on the chainstay. If you measure from the hub here, all the way out to the bottom bracket, for me it's 43 centimeters. Then you divide that by 3, and then you have your measurements where you're supposed to go. Hey, 14.33333333. To go 14.3 in this direction from the hub, and 14.3 from that direction inside. So this measurement will vary on any bike. 14.3, it's right here, it's right here. Now we're on the smallest cog, and we need to measure the distance from the chain to the chainstay. You need to measure from the bottom of the chain to where your point is marked, right? So this measurement right here is 1.2, so we're gonna say 1.5. And the reason for that is that these guys, they work in 5mm increments. So it's like 10, 15, 20, 25. So always round up. 2.8, so I'm going to say 3. We're going to cut this down, and that's why we need a knife. The tolerances is already counted in. If your measurement on your bike is 25, from the chain guide up to the chain, then you should use 25 here. You don't go 30. And the correct position to cut is the line above the number. So that would be right there if it's 25, right there if it's 30, right there if it's 35. The middle here has a plastic section that's quite hard. You know what I just did like a goddamn idiot? I cut the wrong ones, because these ones are supposed to go these ones are supposed to go in the front of the chainstay, and the other ones on the back. I did it like the opposite way around, so these ones are now cut to the wrong measurement. So now we have to fix that. I told you I will need this goddamn... Since this one is too short, because I cut it too long, obviously. So I just added 2 sections with this wire, and no longer covers the warranty because I fucked it up. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna work. If you're super special like me and you have round chainstays, you can just add these parts that you get in the package. And break this. So I'm going to place the first one here, just with one zip tie. I'm going to place the first one carefully. Not tightening it that much yet. And then I'm going to add my shabby version. Over here! Okay, so now we have them placed. I'm going to add the chain again. So I need to connect it. Okay, friends. Don't try this at home. You should break your chain before doing this, but I really don't feel like doing that. So I'm gonna try and cut this straight on the bike. My planning right now isn't really going well, because I'm supposed to cook dinner for my wife, but you know, sometimes you have to prioritize, and chain slap is maybe worth getting a slap from my wife later. Oh, okay. That's better. So now we have some clearance. So it's very close, but it's not rubbing. And I mean, we can't make it any... Yeah, sorry. So we're gonna attach it now. You can also move it to side to side. I mean, the further to the right here you go, the more clearance you're gonna get. But I'm gonna put it like somewhere there, and then we're gonna go through the gears and see so it doesn't rub on the top gear over there. Okay, as you can see, we have some decent clearance over there. I'm actually going to go ahead and attach this. Now you can just use pliers to really like force these zip ties on there. One thing to note is that this company that sells this, STFU BIKE, they actually say that not all frames are compatible with this, and this is because all of different angles and measurements. here's some slow-mo footage of how it works. I've been using this for like a week now, and to be perfectly honest, I don't think I ever had my bike be this quiet. I literally can't hear the chain when I ride, which is really nice. And also another thing is that, you know, when you need to change gears right after a bumpy or a rooty section, I really do feel more comfortable because I know that the chain has not been slapped into the wrong gear, for example. And I'm thinking I may get some mount so I can shoot this while riding, maybe for a future video. Other than that, I think like some bikes, they don't actually need this because they are so stable anyways, and they don't really get chain slap regardless. But if you feel like your bike is making a lot of racket in the rear, I think this works really well. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Surprise, motherfucker.